I've been thinking lately about how far I've advanced in video games. It wasn't too long ago, 12 years give or take, when I was introduced to a virtual card game that featured a well sought after blue-eyed dragon, and it had power-ups that could power up my deck to the point where I was a feared, formidable opponent. But then I realized I didn't have the skill to actually just pick up the game and automatically know how to play. Instead, I had to learn, I had to adjust, I had to strategize, and just simply play the game in order to know and learn the actual ways of gaming. I'm Luna with PresStartCulture, and this is my list of 7 games that taught me how to game. Number 7. Always talk to NPCs even if they aren't part of a mission. Final Fantasy games come to mind when I think about this. It wasn't until I played Final Fantasy VI, my first Final Fantasy game, that I realized that random NPCs have valuable information and it could be helpful, useful in finishing the main story. Wandering around Narshi, speaking to the random NPCs gave me tips, even items to aid me on my quest. Or listening to the random ramblings of the soldiers or townfolk in Skyrim can reveal undiscovered locations, activate side quests, and even point me in the direction of some mysterious cave with treasures. Number 6. Being mindful of ammo capacity and or item conservation can be the key to the success or fail of a game. One particular series that comes to mind is Resident Evil games, and how they force me to save my ammo, finding other means in fighting my way through hordes of zombies. Even taking a certain amount of damage plays a part in my strategy. I'm limited at how many items I can carry at one time. Therefore, I must adjust my gameplay and be mindful at how many zombies I let too close to me. And maybe one day we'll get a dodge option button. Maybe. Number 5. Games allow players to be creative. Minecraft is the perfect example of this. Minecraft will seed a new world with one simple start button, yet I'm able to go in and change the whole game and add my personal touch. Some of the coolest worlds were made by the gamers just playing Minecraft. It is the best way to just sit back, relax, and just create things. You can create whole towns, whole cities, or these elaborate statues, and it's the best in the world. Oh my gosh. Number 4. How to navigate an open world RPG. I don't have to be on the main story quest the entire time. I can wander out literally on one side of the map and see what awaits me there. The Fallout series is a perfect example of this, which really helped me understand how to compartmentalize main story quests and side missions. Even discovering locations that I had absolutely nothing to do with the main story. I actually branched out the overall game and turned it into a world that I could get lost in for days. Learning about these problems the NPCs had and how the nuclear war affect them became so fascinating that I couldn't help myself and wandering in one direction, anxiously awaiting the next adventure. Number 3. The importance of stealth gameplay. The first game that comes to mind is Dishonored. There is an actual trophy for playing the entire game without being seen. Stealth mode was a bit boring to me. I would rather opt out for going in, guns blazing, and taking no prisoners. But now I understand the importance of going in stealth. Quietly sneaking by an enemy, infiltrating a camp, completing the mission completely undetected has its own satisfying sense of accomplishment. And honestly, it's not as easy as one might think. Or like in Breath of the Wild, when I need to get beetles for the beetle guy, you have to be crouched, you have to sneak slowly towards the beetles to catch them. And it's rewarding in itself. Number 2, learning how to drive a virtual car in a video game. Mad Max was the game that helped me with my driving skills in video games. I have tried driving in many other games, only to get frustrated to the point where I refused to finish said game. But Mad Max made it easy to understand and easy to pick up. Halfway through the game, I was attempting maneuvers with the car and doing tricks that I never thought would be possible to do. I began looking forward to the next mission in the middle of the map, hoping I would be attacked by bandits so I could drive around them with my newly found driving skills. Number 1. How to move around in a video game not using the D-pad. I play most games with a PlayStation 4 controller, but my first game was a card game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses, which only needs me to use the D-pad to move around. I never fathomed that dual sticks were used to move around your character, but once I was introduced to Borderlands, that was a whole different world for me. Other games I had tried before, and for some reason would only get frustrated and quit because I could not comprehend moving with dual sticks. But in Borderlands, it was different. It just clicked. Now, it's second nature to me. However, jumping. Jumping is still a work in progress. Aimed jumping. And there you have it. My list of games that taught me how to game. Do you have a game that comes to mind that has taught you something? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.